So for chords, a nice little technique that helps with their memorizing is, say you've got, let's use the chords for Watermelon Sugar. So that's D minor, A minor, C major, and G major. If you write out, like this is the first chord, D, F, A. So if you write 1, 1, 1, that's chord number 1. And then move to chord number 2, you've got EAC. You write 2, 2, 2. Chord 3. And chord 4. And then let them have a go, maybe to the song, maybe singing on their own. Going through the chords, having a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once they've really got the hang of it, and that they'll find that obviously a lot faster than just trying to remember the notes or even having the notes written out, then take away the top note. So you've got 2 and 3 here, 4 and 1. So then they can still see that this is chord number 1. They just have to try and remember what the top note was, or work it out by feeling, by listening. And for 2, oh, that was a C, because they start to recognise it. Once they've got that, then take away everything apart from the first note, assuming that's a 3-note chord. So then, okay, they know it's D to start with. What was the D chord? And they'll get it a lot faster. And then take these away. And then it's just so much faster. I've had kids get the chords in one session doing it that way. Because they start to really trip themselves up when they're trying to just remember the notes. And they will still remember the notes this way. But obviously it just gets their muscle memory really going. Fingering is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically just if the hands look uncomfortable, then they're probably in the wrong position. So, for example, let's take like this D minor chord. If they're playing it like this and they're really stretching, it's not going to be doing them much good. So, like this is much better, or this. Just depending on how small their fingers you are, it's not that much of a stretch for me, but they've got tiny little hands, some of them. So yeah, chords often, it's like they don't want to use their little finger or their thumb, but they need to learn to. Say what's another, like say you've got maybe this. There's not that many positions you can use for this one because it's a bit of a stretch for most of them. So like get the thumb involved. They really don't like using their thumb. But the thumb has so much space that if you add the thumb, you can really reach. So yeah, but if they're going like this, or if they're going like, a lot of them go like this sometimes. Obviously we don't want that. Like you don't want that, obviously. But you also don't want like this. And then for melodies, if they're going, for example, obviously this is an extreme example, but they do a lot of twisting naturally. You want just something that looks really comfortable. And the trick is, obviously, say you start here, this is nice and comfortable. But then when you get here, well, say you were wanting to reach up here, that's going to be too much of a stretch, so you've got to go and then move your thumb up. Another thing that we don't want to see is, for example, and then switching the finger. So like, right, so they've chosen a finger and then they're not happy with that because they need to go somewhere else. That should be natural. You should naturally be getting that first finger there. Right? Yeah, if they look like they're really... Yeah, basically, if they look like they're stretching way too hard when they could easily... Like, if they're trying to go from here to here, when they could have got their thumb in there to get there, then that's what you want to see. Or if they are landing on a note with one finger and then having to swap it to another finger, that's going to really interrupt the flow. Just, do they look comfortable? Does their hand look relaxed? Or is it straining?